my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. You know the shizness. In today's video I'll be doing a get ready with me, a beginner's tutorial, which is going to be everything basic about makeup. I know that's right, I know that's right, I know that's right. Yes, all the items that I've used in this video are placed in the description box below. And yeah, so let's get straight into the video. Oh yes guys, disclaimer. Vennesa, every video is just disclaimer. Disclaimer guys, I have a hook here. Yes, I have a hook over here. This is where I place my mirror. So if I put the mirror over there now, it's going to reflect with the lighting and with the camera, and it's going to cause a whole lot of mess up. Hey! First things first, one thing that you should know about makeup is that it's not hectic at all. I know that, yeah, before you buy your first set of makeup, you stress. Just like me, I stressed the first time I bought makeup. And baby girl, I have a lot of makeup now because I decided to start buying makeup. And once you start, there's honestly no going back. Trust me. You'll stop, but you always go back. You'll always go back. That stop phase is not a stop, it's just a pause. But anyways, let me not ramble too much. So, first things first, take care of your skin. Take care of your skin by drinking water, using products that you know are good for your skin. Just because my friend uses Garnier doesn't mean that if I use Garnier it's gonna work for me, my child. So take care of your skin. And what I do to take care of my skin is I basically just drink water. I drink water, I eat fruits. I don't eat healthy, but I eat fruits, and I minimize the amount of takeout that I have because I am very acne prone. So my child, just something little can just trigger pimples. That's why my mom has perfect skin though. I don't understand where I got it, but it's fine. It's fine. You can also put on face masks, like, you know, natural face masks that you can make at home. You know, just minor things just to take care of your skin. You don't have to be like extensive about it, but always take care of your skin. The second thing about skin is that you should know your skin type. That's very important. Before applying any type of makeup, you should know your skin type. So I have combination skin. In the beginning I used to have oily skin, and then because of the products that I used to use, then my skin changed and became combination, and I love it because oily skin is the ghetto. Oily skin is the ghetto, my child. I used to have oily skin, so my forehead would be oily, and now it's only like just my T-zone that's oily. Your T-zone, get it? T-zone, that's your T-zone. My T-zone is the only places that are oily, and I'm usually dry on the sides over here. So you should know if you're either oily combination or just have dry skin. And that's going to take me to my next point, which is what you apply on your face. The first thing you do before you apply makeup, you have to use a primer. So remember when I say you have to know your skin type, a primer is going to determine your skin type is going to determine the kind of primer that you have to use. So there are different types of primers. There's hydrating primers, mattifying primers, dewy look primers. There's a lot of primers, guys, but don't be shaken. Just relax. I got you, baby girl. Once you know your skin type, as I said, my skin type is currently combination. So the primer that I use is the Maybelline Baby Skin primer, the primer that everybody uses basically. Please excuse my crusty ass nails because, yeah man. Another thing that you have to note is that our skin has pores. So don't expect that whole photo finish look when you're done with your makeup, like the one you see on Instagram and Google. Child, they edit those pictures, so don't think it's going to look like that afterwards. Your skin naturally has pores, and that's where your makeup is going to sit on. And makeup is not a glass, you know, it's not going to make everything smooth. It's just going to, you know, sit on your skin like this. So what I currently have on my face right now is just the moisturizer. I washed my face with whatever I use, and then I applied moisturizer and sunscreen, because guys, why are you not using sunscreen in 2021 on your face? You're supposed to use it because the sun is just like, yes. But that's what I have on my face right now. So I'm just going to apply the primer that I said I applied first. The reason why I do it before I do anything on my face, such as drawing my eyebrows, is because I love for it to sit first into my skin. You can't see it. It's clear. Clear. Love your beautiful skin. The next thing I do is my eyebrows, and what I use for my eyebrows is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. It's in the color 2 Hot Chocolate, and I love it because it has a very thin pencil thingy, so it's able to give me like the fine lines that I want. So I'm not going to do a detailed eyebrow tutorial. That's going to be in a separate video. If you guys want that, please do let me know. I'm sorry for that. That was my mirror. Okay. Okay, so like now I just drew my eyebrows with the pencil. I didn't conceal them, nothing. It's just, as you can see, the shape is just, it's giving me anxiety. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to shape my eyebrows using concealer. The concealer that I use below my eyebrow is a concealer that has to be lighter than my skin tone. I'm so sorry about the dog if you can hear it, but I can hear it. So if you can hear it, then I'm so sorry about it. Okay. Alright. The concealer that I use below my... So the concealer that I use is a shade lighter than my skin tone, and the concealer that I'll be using today for a beginner's tutorial, you know, when I say LA Girl is your plug when it comes to concealers, trust me when I say LA Girl is your plug, because this honey has been keeping me, like, she's been with me from since I bought makeup. How long was that? I think that was like 3 years ago. But yes, she's been there for me. If you have like my kind of skin, I use the shade Toffee, and I just apply it below my eyebrow. When it comes to a brush that I use to apply concealer below my eyebrow and also above my eyebrow, I use this kind of brush. As you can see, it's thin. It's thin, but also, you know, it's kind of like has an oval shape. When I started with makeup, I used to use this kind of brush. It's an angled brush like this one. As you can see, it's a bit skew on the top, but it's still the same size, like it's thin, you understand? So also these brushes, guys, have been with me for the past 3 years, and look at how they're still proper. Yeah, I love it. I'm just not sure if they still sell beauty treats, but yes, I started out with beauty treats. And then I just take the concealer, I apply it at the back of my hand like that. Not a lot, just a little. I just dab, 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 like little, just a little bit. While you're shaping your eyebrow, you drag it down to your eyelid, because that's going to be your base, to make sure that like your eyelids and underneath your eyebrow looks the same. Like now that I've done below my eyebrow, I'll be doing the top of my eyebrow. So like with the top of your eyebrow, you can either use foundation or you can use a concealer that's close to your skin tone. Remember, the one that I use below my eyebrow is 2 shades lighter or a shade lighter than my skin tone. So the one that's on top has to be your shade, so that it doesn't look like a ghost. That's not what I'm saying. The one that I use on top of my skin of my eyebrow is in the shade Chestnut. Still LA Girl, baby girl, because LA Girl is the honey that she thinks she is. This one is closer to my skin tone. This one is lighter. You see, it's this is the one I use at the bottom, and this one is the one I use on top. So I just drew my eyebrows, and then the next thing that follows right before foundation, remember I told you to drag the concealer onto your eyelids, right? So that's what I'm going to do. What you are going to do is you're gonna get a fluffy brush just like this one. See it? It's a bit angled at the top, but it's still fluffy. Just fluffy like that. And then you take the excess concealer that you have on the back of your hand, and then you just dab both of them. I'm gonna mix them, and then you just apply it onto your eyelid, so that like your eyelid has a very, just a clean canvas. I know that's right. Yes, honey, yes. After blending the concealer on your eyelids, what you're going to do is now use a setting powder from LA Girl. LA Girl is the plug, guys. Like when you're a beginner, LA Girl is the plug. So I use this setting powder from LA Girl, and please don't make the mistake and buy the white one. Buy a brownish one. I made the mistake of buying the white one when I was a beginner, and I still have it and I haven't used it. So because the white one is gonna it's like, it looks nice, ne? When you apply it, it's not gonna show, but once you take a picture with a flashlight, it's going to be a mess. So you just take the translucent powder and you just put some of it inside the cap. Mine is almost done. Then you just take the sponge it comes with, or you can take the brush that you were using to blend, and you just dab, and then you just put it on top of your eyelid in order for your eyelid to not crease. Creasing is when the concealer is going to make like certain lines, because remember, you're always blinking. You're not going to stay like this the whole day or like this the whole day, right? So it's to prevent your concealer from creasing. So you just apply it, just dab a little. If you want, you can use your fingers, because God gave us fingers. Just put it on top and make sure it disappears into the concealer. Another thing is it also mattifies your eyelid. So like when it comes to foundation, when you're a beginner, it's best to always buy a foundation that has a moderate coverage, so that you'll be able to learn using it. And the worst feeling you can have is going to buy a foundation and it's full coverage, then turns out it's not your skin tone. You understand? So that's the worst thing that could happen to you. So the best thing to do is get a foundation that has moderate coverage, and you just build it up, and then it's going to give you the full coverage that you desire, depending on the kind of coverage that you want. So the next foundation that I'd recommend is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm in the color Warm Coconut, and guys, this is the holy grail of foundations. It's for normal to oily skin. So if you're a person who has dry skin, I'd recommend that you go on the L'Oreal side, because those foundations are hydrating rather than the Fit Me foundation, because the Fit Me foundation also gives a mattifying effect. That's why it's for oily skin too. The brush that I use to apply foundation, it looks like this. I'm sorry about the sellotape. It broke. So it looks like this. It's thin, but has an oval shape. So basically, it's just like the brush that I used below my eyebrow and on top of my eyebrow, but this one is much more bigger to help you apply your foundation faster, bigger and better. I just squeeze a little bit out. So I first take it on the back of my hand just to remove excess, and then I just apply it on my skin. It might look light now, yeah, but it's going to dissolve into the skin, so don't worry about it. So then I just dab it. Remember I said it has moderate coverage, so it's not full coverage, so it's not going to cover up my acne scars like as excessive as I would want it to. But if I do want it to cover up my acne scars, I tend to build it up. But today I'm not going to build it up because, yeah, I'm not going for a heavy makeup look today. Another thing, please make sure that you always drag the foundation to your neck, because we don't want those cases where you just look orange on your face and the next thing your neck is black. Imagine. We don't want that. So like, just drag the foundation, not all of it, like just drag it down to your neck so that like you have just one color everywhere in a bit. If you have a different color over here, drag it, just drag it everywhere, baby. And then we come to concealer. So when it comes to, so that we take the concealers that we use in the beginning to highlight. See, so you take the one that you use below your eyebrow and then you use it to highlight. So you just squeeze it out, and then the back of your hand is like, what's the thing, you know when you're painting and then that board, yes, it's basically that. And then you don't put it directly underneath your eye because it's going to crease before you even start blending it out. So another thing is that, remember, the foundation is moderate coverage, right? It does not have full coverage. So concealer is to just cover up those acne scars that I would have loved to be covered by the foundation, right? This is not a color corrector. Let's not confuse this as a color corrector. This is just a highlighting concealer. Because it's a beginner's tutorial, I'm not going to contour, so I tend to just do that with my highlighting so that it highlights this part, and then my natural contour is going to pop up. You'll see at the end. I know that's right. To blend everything out, you can either use a brush or beauty blender. When it comes to makeup, Clicks is your girl. So I got this sponges, this cosmetic wedges. They call them cosmetic wedges by Clicks. They call them cosmetic wedges. So I got these cosmetic wedges. They look like this. It's like a teardrop kind of vibe. I'm going to be using it under my eye because, as you can see, it's able to, you see? Yes. So first things first, I get setting spray or water. So this is the mattifying setting spray, but you can take any setting spray you want and just spray it a bit, or use water just to wet it so that you're able to blend everything out evenly and smoothly. I'm not sure if you can see the natural contour that's appearing here because of my skin and the shadows. Okay, so now like that's done, and then you just look above after everything. You know, the sponge is collected like concealer all over your face, right? So now what I like to do is I like to go back to underneath my eye and just add more concealer there, because it kind of like adds more concealer over there. And then remember, after our concealer blending on our eyelid, we took setting powder and applied it on our eyelids. So you take that, right, the excess that's left, and you just place it underneath your eye where you place the concealer, the forehead, and the most important part. So you take your wedge, blending wedge, and you make a very harsh line like that. So now the powder is currently setting, so like you can wait 5 minutes so that the setting powder blends into your skin and gives you that whole highlighted look. So in the meantime, you can just be singing a song, you know. Okay, so like this was after 5 minutes or more. So I dusted some of the I kind of blended it in. Yes, I blended in the powder that was on my forehead because yes, I don't like my forehead being highlighted too much. It's gonna make me have a bigger look like I have a bigger forehead than I already have. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to dust off the excess powder. I'm using the LA Girl. LA Girl should sponsor me because there's no way I'm using LA Girl, hey? But honestly speaking, LA Girl is your plug when it comes to beginners makeup. Makeup beginners. When it comes to makeup when you're a beginner. So I'll be using the LA Girl High Definition Matte Pressed Powder. What I'm going to do is just pat. Oh, it should be your skin color. I know it looks like it's not my skin color there, like to you guys, but trust me, it is my skin color. So it should be close to your skin color. You won't get the exact skin tone when you go and buy makeup, but it is my skin. So you just dab a little bit, dab. I've been dabbing, yay, this entire video. I've been dabbing, so you just dab a little bit and then you just place it on where you just put the setting powder on. And not a lot, because when you put a lot, you're gonna look like a ghost, my child. You're gonna look like a ghost. Imagine. Not sure if you can already see the natural contour. Do you see the natural contour? You see what I'm talking about? You don't need a contour, you do need it, but you don't need a contour when you're a beginner, because it's just natural contour. I know that's right. You see the natural contour? You see? Oh, baby girl. I know that's right. Underneath your eyes, like that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use setting spray. I love my face matte during summer, and then I like it dewy during the winter. So right now I want it matte because I'm going out and I'm going to be out for a very long time, and I don't want my face to be oily, especially here. You know, my problem zone. So I don't want it to be oily here, my problem zone. So I'm going to use the matte setting spray. This is from Essence and LA Girl. Don't forget your plugs when it comes to beginners makeup. Don't forget, they are your girlfriends, your boyfriends, yes. Shake it up. So you just, first of all, this thing is cold. Okay, that looks like more than enough, but trust the process. Don't spray it like me. Just wait for it to dry. The reason why I spray this much is because Mina, my sister, I told you I don't want this place to be, to be oily. And when this gets oily, I am paranoid when my face is just oily and I have makeup. The next thing I'm going to be doing while I wait for my face to dry, we're going to be highlighting our face. The reason why we highlight after spraying on the setting spray, it's so that the highlight can pop, brighten up. We're using LA Girl again for the highlighting powder. So LA Girl calls it the strobing powder. So unfortunately today I won't be using it because it broke, and this is the second time it breaks. I bought it the first time, it broke. I bought it again, it broke. Let me just show you guys how it looks. And it's like kind of like non-fixable because my child, it's in pieces, it's shattering. I'll be using the highlighting powder from Wet n Wild, and it's in the shade Precious Petals. Yes, the shade is up there when you go and buy it. There's different types of highlighting powders. Some are white, some are this shade, and some are orangish kind of. So if you have African skin, black skin, you have to get the darkest ones, okay? The darkest ones that are like kind of like this shade. And the reason why I like using the LA Girl one is because it comes with watts at the back. It comes in 20 watts. So 20 watts is great for my skin. If you buy the white one, because once they come and they're white in color, it's going to, hey my sister, let's just buy this one. Use this kind of brush. It's a fan brush. It's a fan brush. It's a fan brush. Dab a little bit. This is my first time using this one. As I told you, I always use the elegant one. So this is my first time using this one, and you think I like her? I think I like her. Yes. So you just apply it, just minimal. If you want to add more, you're gonna look like a Liguena. So don't, don't look like a Liguena, my child. Just apply a little bit. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is 2021. We're no longer doing the whole gold nose thing. So you just, you just pat with your finger and you just, blend it with your finger. So it's not too gold. It's just normal. You understand what I'm saying? Just look at that gear. Look at that gear. Oh, girl. It's the highlight for me. It's the natural contour for me. It's the natural contour for me. But, baby girl, it's the shizzle, man. So like now we come to the lips, because now we're done with our face, the highlight. I know that's right. Now we come to our lips, and on my lips, my go-to lip routine is just taking an eyebrow pencil, the one that I just used. Just outline my lips like that. I'll be using the Essence Shine Wet Look lip gloss, and it looks like this. The holy grail of lip gloss. Apply it on the back of my hands like that, because this keeps me from having a lot of lip gloss on my lips. And also remember, I outlined my lips with a brown pencil, so we don't want this thing turning brown. The next time you outline with a red pencil, this thing turns red, and then you pat it. Also, this helps with the blending of the brown and the gloss together, and you put it in the middle like that. Ooh, but you look so delicious. Another thing that you should get as a makeup, as a beginner makeup collector, you should get wipes. Now I know you tend to get confused whether to get the makeup wipes for your face or any ordinary wipes. So I usually use baby wipes, because if it's safe for a baby, why can't it be safe for my face? Plus, baby wipes are much more cheaper, and they are much more in quantity rather than face wipes, normal face wipes, for your face and whatnot. So yes, baby wipes are my holy grail when it comes to, when I have to remove over here and whatnot. Plus, look at how it just removes everything so smoothly. It even leaves your hand moisturized. Do you understand? So now we're going to be using our highlighting powder to highlight our cupid bow, so it looks like you have a snatched cupid bow it looks like you have your things together in order. Join me. Do you see the difference? Remember, you don't use eyeshadow as a beginner, right? So you have your pressed powder and you have your highlighting powder. Guess what? You can use it as your eyeshadow. So basically what you do is just can use your finger or that brush that you use in the beginning. So you tap and do that to remove the excess. I know that's right. And then you just apply it. And just like that, you have eyeshadow on your eyelids. This is how I'm not sure if you watch Generations, but if you watch Generations, mostly like all of the actors there, they all have the same eyeshadow shade, all of them. And it's so, how can I put it? It's so smooth. It's man. I don't know how to describe it, but it's perfect. I love it. So this is how they achieve that whole eyeshadow look on Generations. They just apply compact powder on their eyelids. Don't ask me how I know. And then if you want to be extra, take your highlighting powder. You open it up, you take a little bit of it, and you just place it over here in the middle to place a head. In the middle, you can place it in the middle to create a halo look. You can place it everywhere, just like that. So I'm gonna place it everywhere. I'm going to place it everywhere, my child, because I'm dramatic like that. You see, now you have eye shade. Stick with me, I'll take you places. And the next thing that you're going to use is an eyeliner that I'm using right now. It's the felt tip eyeliner, crayon eyeliner, and it basically looks like this inside. It's like a pen. The next thing now that I'm going to do is apply mascara, baby girl, and I'll be using the Essence mascara. Yes, I'll be using the Essence mascara, and basically you just apply mascara. I'm sure you know how to apply mascara, my child. You apply it on your top. Ooh, a trick. You apply it at the top and you apply it at the bottom, and then you wait a while, and then once the top is dry, you apply another layer. It looks like you have fake eyelashes, but you actually don't. But ooh, fine girl, no people. Look at you. Look at you. Ooh, I like this. Yes, I do. Yes. And this highlight, I can't get over this highlight. Like, it's just there. Like, it's just like, look at me. I'm shining bright like a diamond. Yeah, guys, this is the finished look. I'm pretty sure as a beginner you don't put on eyelashes, so I'll put on eyelashes right before I leave. But this is yes, this is basically it. This is basically it, and I'm loving it. I can't remember the last time I did such a subtle look like this. Yeah, this is very subtle, and I hope these winged liners, they are aligning together. But other than that, thank you guys for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and do let me know down in the comment section below what kind of videos you'd like for me to do. And if you have any questions with regards to makeup, I'm your girl. Please do follow me on my social medias at _nay_sa. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I really appreciate it. I really love this look. I look like my mom when I do this. Anyways, guys, let me go and chop life before life chops me. So